What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to Chill with Pete, the coffee break catch-up series where I just update you on my life, the hobby life, the real world, and anything else that's going on, basically. Anything I can think of. Basically, it's just my time to spend up to half an hour. I hope it won't go on that long, don't worry. I'll try and keep an eye on it. But just chilling with a cup of coffee. So I've got the coffee, got real coffee tonight, and a bit different this week, or this episode I should say. I'm filming it on a Wednesday evening, so it's officially Hump Day over with, as far as I'm concerned. The working day is over, it's gone. Yeah, I'm out of there. I'm out of there for today. And it's still quite light in the evening here. It's quite nice. Finally feels like, spring is on the way. It's like, it's like stamping its feet towards the entrance of, the new season. Anyway, the reason is it's because I've got my brother-in-law and my daughter coming up this weekend, so I won't have any time to get any sort of hobby stuff done, and that's fine. But because we're celebrating my birthday, you see, which is on the Sunday, 24th. Pete is officially a year older. Don't say anything. But yeah, and I thought, if I can do a chill, on the Wednesday, or at least film it on the Wednesday, then that'll help. I might upload it and schedule it for, I don't know, Saturday or something like that. Because I believe the paint along was filmed a week or two ago. So I'm going to worry about that. That's all well and good. That's done. But the chill haven't done, and my bad. So hobby-wise, well, obviously I'm not much further on than the last time, really. I've been digging out all my D&D books, the ones I definitely want to use for my next solo campaign, So I've got a book of dungeons, which I'm going to use, 5e handbook. Toying with the idea of going, third edition. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm definitely going to do some third edition at some point, and I've played third edition. I've never played 3.5 or 4th edition, so I'm kind of curious about them. And I'm very curious because the board games are supposed to be 4th edition based, I believe. And that's going to be cool because, I'm going to be doing the board games. I've got Castle Ravenloft, Escape from Castle Ravenloft, is it? The Wrath of Ashardalon, and The Legend of Drizzt. Drizzt? Is that how it's pronounced? Anyway, going to be doing some of that solo style on the channel because they are designed for one player as well. So that's going to be good. And the whole boatload of miniatures you get with them, it's going to be a project unto themselves. Each box, how awesome is that? I'm pretty stoked for that, actually. I've got loads of projects in the pipeline. I've got toy car restorations. I've got board games. I've got role playing. I got a Warhammer. Yes, of course, I've still got a Warhammer. I've got some terrain building, and if I can, I'd like to get a tutorial of some description done. Not quite sure what. The hardest part for me is thinking, a tutorial on what, and have I done one on that already? I'd have to look back, see what I've already done tutorials on. But it's just like thinking of different things, really. It's just thinking of different things to do tutorials on, because oh look, you see, I got my little print up there on the door. Really cool one, very Call of Cthulhu-esque, I thought, yeah, I like it. I liked it as soon as I saw it. I thought, I'm gonna have that for the door. That's gonna go lovely on the door. Right, time to take my first sip of coffee, and then I will talk about my week so far. Wow, nice coffee. Right, so hump day's here. Mixed feelings. I can't talk about work too much, but I've got to say I have mixed feelings about some of the stuff that's going on at work at the moment. Things that have been talked about in hushed whispers, you know, the kind of thing. I'm sure you all have similar things wherever you work and in whatever industry you work, you know. Things that might be happening in the future, and not just rumours either. I'm talking, you know, it's been mentioned, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure if that's a good idea if you do that, you know. Obviously I can't talk about what it is, but if anybody from my work is watching, you might, and that's very, very unlikely, but you might know what I'm talking about. And I'm saying here and now, I disagree with it wholeheartedly. I know. Spreading the intrigue. Get that intrigue shovel, spread it on there, shovel that intrigue on there. I can't talk about it, so why bother? It was just in the off chance, on the off chance, Peter. Get your grammar right. On the off chance that somebody that I work with might see this. Or at least, at the very least, I'm putting it out there to you, to the universe, you know, my feelings on it. Okay, enough of that, because it's no consequence. Doesn't have any consequence. Right, I've got some terrain. I've got some of that MDF terrain that I want to build. I've had a MDF hunting lodge for quite some time, many years now, and I've never built it. And I should. I really should. In fact, it might even be my next on the bench project once I've cleared the bench. I might build a couple of the MDF things I've got going on there. I've also got a tavern, an MDF tavern that I could, you know, build and paint. I've tested out, I've had a look at one of my airbrushes, well, a couple of my airbrushes actually. I think they're good to go, pretty much. So I can airbrush again. That said, I have not tested the compressor. It's been a few years since I did a maintenance on that. You remember when it got stuck that time? And I had to take it to bits and unstick it. But yeah, that was fun. It's worked ever since, but I haven't used it in over a year, so I'm a bit dubious, you know. I might have to take it to bits again, give it a bit of an oil up, and yeah, you know, just make sure, because they're not cheap, are they, compressors? Okay, I've been watching loads of awesome YouTube content. I just want to say, everybody that's a content creator out there in YouTube land, thank you very much. Thank you for the content. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and you know, you're awesome. It's not easy making videos. I don't think it is anyway. It's not easy. I don't find it easy. I mean, it's easy enough being in front of a camera for me. I don't mind that, but finding the time and making them, setting up for it, and I struggle with it. I mean, my last show didn't get many views, and that's fair enough. But you know, as I've said many a time, I mostly do them for me anyway. And it's like the on the benches; they're mostly for me. They're for my therapy, to help me get through the evening. I mean, I want to do hobby as well, right? So why not combine the two with a bit of therapy? You know, it's therapy. I need that to take my mind off of the aches and pains and everything. And I need to get the hobby done. So combine the two, it's a win-win situation. Yes. So that's why I do that. It's been cough coming up. As you know, if you know my channel at all, I've done quite a few paint along videos. I feel that at well over 400 paint along videos and on other playlists as well, I feel I'm a bit of a veteran at it now. I feel I'm a bit experienced at doing paint along videos. I mean, there's certain things I just can't help in them, like, you know, going off out of shot slightly. It depends how zoomed in your camera is and all this kind of stuff, you know. It's just how much of a wide angle lens you have. You know, your typical camcorder, it's easy to go off screen without meaning to, I think. I mean, but, you know, we'll see. I mean, maybe something with a wider lens would work better. But my camcorders have served me well for many years, and so they're like old friends to me. When I go outside, I typically mostly use the phone to film on. That said, I have filmed with the camcorders before as well. I've done it all. Used this microphone. It's interesting on a windy day, let's just say. But it works. It does work. There's not much noise at the moment. It's fairly quiet, even for Seaton. No seagulls. I can't hear any seagulls. No noise. No sounds. Just dead quiet. Dead quiet. And that's fine. I love the quiet. I really do. The weather's been strange lately. Take yesterday, which was Tuesday. 1 minute it was sunny, next minute it was raining. What's that about? Just do one or the other, you know. You know, it's like weird, very strange. I'm loving a new car, by the way. We got a new car the other week, and it's beautiful, so comfortable, so much easier for me to get in and out and drive. Oh, it's a dream. So I'm going over to my mum's tomorrow after work to see her. Whether I drive or Mrs. Mini Warzone drives doesn't really matter. Maybe one will drive there and the other one will drive back. Who knows? So yeah, that'll be a thing. Either way, we'll be coming back in the light. So that's good. All good. Yeah, there's not a lot else which you're probably going to be thankful for me to update you on, because it's so early in the week. But that's just the way of it, you know. Like I say, I've got relatives coming up to stay at the weekend, and then a couple of weeks after that, I think one of our friends is coming up to stay for the weekend. I think. Then I've got a friend that wants to come and stay a weekend. It's like craziness, you know. How am I going to get a hobby done? I just don't know. Oh well, let's drink a sip of coffee and chill out. So, it's a question I ask usually on the bench, but what are you guys working on at the moment? And I'm going to take every opportunity I can to ask that, because I love hearing about what people are working on. I like it when people are working on either, you know, squads of stuff or a single character that I envy. Well, I almost envy the dedication and patience it takes to do a character. I mean, I've done them, of course, but my brain's like, no, just batch paint, 20 boys or 20 Space Marines, go and do it. It seems weird to spend all the time on one model. But there you go. Each to their own, I guess. But yeah, well, if I do a character, I kind of put them in with the batch, right? So I'm not trying to drag this out. I'm just thinking of things I didn't remember just now. But I think that's pretty much all I've got to update you on. Let's get this coffee down, because, as you know, chilled Pete's last as long as it takes me to drink a cup of coffee. Yeah, boy. I should be happy, because Hump Day's done. I've got to go in tomorrow, and then on Friday, I'm only in for a couple of hours. I booked the rest of the day off as a leave, so I'm only in for 2 hours on Friday. Yes. And then my weekend starts. And I'm also off Monday to get over the weekend, because it'll be late nights if my brother-in-law has anything to do with it. Up talking to the early hours, and it wears me out. It really does. Really wears me out. Which is fine. It's fine. It just tires me out, man. It really tires me out. I mean, I enjoy going out for a drink in the pub and that, and we have a good time. We chat, we talk. You know, it's good. I enjoy it. It's a whole new dynamic for all of us. You know, especially since we came here. And he wants to. Well, he's talked about moving here himself, retiring here. You know, that's the way. I say it's the way. It's a good place to end your days, I think. It really is a good place to end your days. I've said it many times. I have to pinch myself every day because finally I'm back home where I belong. Feel good or what? So, next thing I'll do for the role playing is, I think I've decided on what takes me a long time, you see, is rolling up characters. That's my biggest bugbear. It takes me ages because I like to get them just right and there's the right one. I think I've decided upon, well, I was going to take 3, but maybe not all at once. So I really keep coming back to a rogue. And I want to play a rogue, but at the same time, I don't know if that's survival enough, especially at first level, even in D&D, with the type of campaign I'm going to be running, you know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. So I thought, well, take a sort of sidekick along with you. I thought about a ranger. It's either a ranger or a fighter. They're going to go and look for some other characters anyway, which I found, by the way. I found their character sheets for my very first solo outing on D&D. So those characters I've got. I found them. And yeah. At some point, I don't know when, and the gods of randomness will determine when they are found, when they come into the story, when they come into play, you know, that sort of thing. They've got magical element there. I think they've got a cleric as one of the characters. But yeah, I wanted to play a magic user. Sorry, a wizard. When I play old school, if I get to play first edition D&D, I'll be playing a magic user, because that's what they're called, a magic user. Now there's so many different ones, you know, sorcerers, illusionists, divinators, you know, and well, that's different schools of magic and all that. I mean, the dual class thing, fighter magic user, that was kind of cool back in the day of advanced D&D, where your experience, you went up half as quick as everybody else because your experience was half put on the fighter class and half put on the magic user class. It was kind of cool. Once they got to about 5th level, they were pretty meaty. You know, I never played one. I was more of a purist, either a magic user or a fighter or whatever, but not, you know, like a fighter cleric. And I never did all that. I just this is turning into like RPG kickstart topics, but yeah, I never did that. So not for me, anyway. But that's what I'm thinking of anyway. Start the game with those two, so I'm gonna have to roll them up, and then it's what race do I choose? I don't know. Probably human, but I don't know. Coffee is nearly done, my friends. You are nearly free to go. Well, you can go anyway, can't you? Anytime you like. But I do appreciate you staying for as long as you have. Just sitting with me, chewing the fat. Just, yeah. What do you think of are you looking forward to summer this year? You looking forward to that, or do you not like it? Are you more of a winter person, autumn? Summer's my favourite season by far. Summer is my favourite season, absolute favourite. I just love the summer. I love the sun. Although the heat can exacerbate my symptoms of MS, I feel better in the sun. It makes me feel better. It did last year. Yes, it exhausted me as well, but I felt better exhausted. Excuse me. Do you know what I mean? I felt better exhausted. Like when you go swimming and you come out, you're knackered, and you dry off and you get changed. You go through the chore of getting changed into fresh clothes, dry clothes, and then you sit down and go, ah. It's that feeling of, that I enjoy with the summer. Anyway, last bit of coffee. And there we go, all done. So that brings me to the end of another Chill with Pete. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a great weekend, great day, great whatever it is you're doing. And please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Do check out Patreon if you want to. And you'll see exclusive videos. Do stick around. Come back. Please come back. Please come back. And I'll see you on another video. Bye for now. Bye-bye.